Congratulations 넌 참 대단해 Congratulations 어쩜 그렇게 아무렇지
Hey everybody, how's it going? I've got another brand new music video reaction / review coming at you today, and this one is for Congratulations by DAY6, and I don't really know anything about them other than the fact that they're on the JYP label. This is their debut, and they are a band concept, kind of like CN Blue, Royal Pirates, or FT Island. So you guys know me, I'm a big fan of bands inside and outside of pop music, so this should be pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and check it out.
이제는 연락조차 받질 않아 너 대신 들리는 몸이 건조한 목소리
Interesting sort of classic rock beat. Kind of turned into an acoustic ballad though.
또 다른 대안을 찾아가 시간을 가지자 이 말을 안
This drum beat really doesn't match the rest of the song, so it makes me feel like it's leading into something. It's kind of like a contrast that they're just throwing in there.
뜻으로 받아들여 버렸어. Congratulations 넌 참 대단해. Congratulations 어쩜 그렇게 아무렇지 않아.
What's going on?
웃는 얼굴 보니까 잊었나봐 시간이 가자도 맑게 생각해보자도 맑게 내 눈을 보면서 믿게 놓고 이렇게
This chorus is awesome, but something really weird is happening with the production. Like all the thickness and mids and low end of the guitars are just gone. I'm just hearing like distortion fuzz.
어때 그 남자 나보다 더 나아 그 사람이 내 기억도 지워줬나봐 그래 너가 행복하면 됐지 라는 거짓말은 안 할게
This is really cool.
왜 나도 난 너한테 행복을 바래야 돼 절대 I don't give up Congratulations 넌 참 대단해 Congratulations 어쩜 그렇게
The vocals here are just epic.
하면 알지 말봐 웃는 얼굴 보니까 잊었나봐 시간이 가자도 맑게 생각해보자도 맑게 내 눈을 보면서 믿게 놓고 이렇게 내게 아무렇지 않아 하면 알지 말봐
There's some really weird production going on with the guitars. Not sure I like that at all.
진심과 girl congratulations 바로 얼마 안 걸렸네 잘나셨어 인터넷에 올라온 네 사진을 보니 그리 많이도 행복하니 입이 귀까지 걸려있는 것 같아 난 아직도 숨 쉴 때 심장이 아픈데 다행히 넌 절대 아플 일은 없겠다 만약 또 이별을 경담 그럴 때마다 새로운 사랑을 시작하면 되니까 Congratulations
Cool reverse reverb going on. Really like that transition.
Congratulations 넌 절대 내게
This is so weird though. The vocals are so epic, but the background, the piano, the guitar, it's just like all squashed into like distortion fuzz.
생각해보자는 맑게 기다림 속에 날 가둬버리고 너만 이렇게 내 곁을 떠나가 그 남자를 만나 나라는 몸은 없었던 것처럼 사랑에 빠진 너
They also use some really cool major to minor stuff going on all within the chorus, which is something I pretty much always like. And yeah, the vocals are just amazing. I'm super impressed by their vocals. I really like the band concept. I like the concept of this song. There's a lot of dynamics in it, sort of an emotional like back and forth, a lot of contrast. But right when you expect the big rock band to come in with some like really heavy guitars and everything else, the the production on the backing track like thins them out horribly. I think maybe they did it to hollow out the entire mix and really feature the vocals, but I think the vocals were so powerful and cut through the mix well enough anyway that they still could have layered in some heavier guitars to really make the overall sound more powerful and more huge without steamrolling the awesome vocals. So I'm not really sure why they did that, but otherwise there were a lot of really cool things going on with this song, and I think this group is pretty awesome. But before I go back and analyze this song, I'm going to try to go ahead, recreate the chorus, and add in some of my own guitar parts and see if I can thicken it up and see what happens to the rest of the mix when I do that. So first listen to the original, kind of take note of how full it seems, how much impact it has, all that stuff. Here's what it sounds like.
Congratulations, 어쩜 그렇게
So it sounds okay, but I feel like it's lacking a lot of thickness in the mids, mostly from the guitar part. So now listen to how it sounds when I went back in and added a couple guitar parts, and I didn't really add that much. It's actually pretty small stuff, but listen to how much more dramatic and how much more impact the chorus has with the extra guitars and with that sort of extra low mid-range. Here's how that sounds. So it sounds quite a bit different, right? Here's the original. And here's my version. Definitely a noticeable difference there. So let's jump back in, analyze the rest of the song, and see what we can find. Here we go. Really classic sort of rock drum pattern with the kick and snare. It kind of sets you up for a song that's more intense than the verses actually are. So it's kind of a stylistic contrast with the sort of acoustic singer-songwriter type verses. Really like the vocals, some really smooth, nice lead vocals in this song throughout the whole thing. And really great production as well. I just have that one issue with the thing in the chorus. Builds up here really well. Kind of got those like anthem type lead vocals, and then you've got the group vocals or gang vocals in the background that just make it sound really huge. If you caught that, they went from sort of a major tonality to a little minor or bluesy tonality, and back to major again. Just really cool stuff. Some really nice falsettos here. This second verse here I think was brilliant. It sounds almost a little bit like Chicago or something, you know, some 70s rock, like a really happy piano-driven rock song or pop song. Just a huge contrast to sort of the message of the song and the chorus, where it's kind of like an ironic, you know, spiteful congratulations. Really takes the song emotionally back and forth between like really sad and kind of like angry and like I'm getting over you. And the production, you know, and the singing, the instrumental stuff is all mirroring that. So it kind of goes back and forth between really happy and really angry and spiteful and all those things. They really matched sort of the message of the vocal and the message of the song with the background work
Congratulations 바로
in the instrumentals and the arranging. I do like this rap. It's interesting how they went back to that sort of original beat and then complemented it with piano under the rap. Some really cool reverse reverb there. Interesting rhythmic content in the rap as well. Now listen here for this sort of major to minor shift. It's mostly major sounding throughout this part. The overall tonality is major. Then it turns a little bluesy or minor there. Back to major here, obviously. And listen here. Still major. And it takes on the sort of minor tonality for that little phrase towards the end. So yeah, a lot of really cool stuff going on in this song. The rap was interesting. The music behind it, sort of all the backing stuff, is not what you'd hear every day behind a rap. And also their arrangement and instrumentation choices in the second verse. I thought those things were both really, really clever. The song itself is really emotionally dynamic. It has that sort of anthem feel in the chorus, but then that's sort of contrasted or tamed with a little bit of like a bluesy or minor turn towards that end section of the melody in the chorus. So overall, it was really cool for me. The vocal production was top-notch. The vocal execution was really impressive. And really the only thing I had an issue with was how they kind of hollowed out the chorus and the backing track. So other than that, I thought everything was really, really cool, and I hope to hear more from this group. I hope they continue the band concept, and it'll be really interesting to hear the rest of the songs on this album and see what they do in the future. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this reaction/review. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you could share this video all over the place, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, forums, all that stuff really helps us out, and I'll see you guys next time.